Shadow the new Praetorian.
This is home for my mother.
Good for y'all to be seeing me today, YouTube. I am Jack's righteous indignation over the trampling of freedom of expression, wherever that trampling may occur. Oh, it's so good to see everybody today. I was really stoked and looking forward to doing this video today. I have to give a little bit of props here right off the bat and say thank you so much, Britisher. Sometimes if I get stuck in a little bit of rut and the only thing that I can think about is what's going on in the farm and how I'm going to get corn from my chickens and whatnot, he really does pull through sometimes. And in fact, he always pulls through. But this time he had a really good suggestion that I look at this issue with Marie Le Pen. I hope I'm saying her name right. But Marine, whatever, Le Pen, Miss Le Pen. And let's just jump into it. Why should I waste your entire day? Ha ha! Now everyone knows it's never a waste when you stop by at See the Ogre. We're going to delve into this and we're going to look and see how it might tie in to someone here in America losing their job. Because I was asked by the Britisher today, do we have laws on the books about, anti-freedom of speech laws? I don't know what to even call them. Like, can you be fined for saying something? Well, no, not technically. There's no legislation. But in reality and in practice, you say the wrong thing, you tweet the wrong thing about the wrong person, you wake up the next day and you are out of a job. So let's look at this. It says Marie Le Pen's immunity lifted by European Parliament. French far-right leader Marie Le Pen loses her EU immunity after tweeting images of ISIL brutality. I'm stunned by this because these people are in their country killing them at nightclubs in Nice. I mean, running them down at their celebrations with trucks, saying their imams are preaching that they want to wipe them out and make Islam the only thing. But that's okay. But Mrs. Le Pen can't make a tweet and expose them for the foul animals that they are. This says Le Pen's immunity has been lifted before for comparing Muslims praying in public to the Nazi occupation of France during World War II. Isn't that a pretty apt comparison? Isn't that appropriate? A comparison of people that are coming and occupying your country with conquest in their hearts, in their very souls? The European Parliament stripped far-right French politician and presidential candidate Marie Le Pen of parliamentary immunity for posting graphic images of victims of the ISIL group. The lifting of immunity allows a Paris court to prosecute her for posting 3 images of brutality by the Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant, also known as, I'm not even going to say it, I'm going to try. Pardon the language, folks, but sometimes this makes me so angry that the vitriol comes out in my language, so I'm just going to call them ISIL, IceHole, whatever you want to call them. So also known as ISIL on Twitter in 2015, including a photo of the decapitated corpse of U.S. journalist James Foley. God rest you, James Foley. At least someone had the fortitude to stand up for you, to show what became of you for simply being a journalist in the wrong place at the wrong time. Politicians voted by a big majority on Thursday to deprive Le Pen of her immunity in the case. Acting Parliament Speaker Dimitris Papadopoulos said, listen, I'm not going to read all this. There'll be a link to it in the description. What I'm going to do is quickly try to tie this. I'm not going to try. I'm going to do it. I'm going to tie this into a story that just came up today. I picked this story because it's abhorrent to me. It's a terrible thing. I don't like what was done. Free speech, freedom of expression is not there to protect popular speech. It is there to protect people that say things that you don't like. You don't like the flag being burnt? I don't either. People have the right to burn it. You don't like the Confederate flag? I love it. People have the right to fly it. You can't start telling folks what they can and can't, especially symbolic freedom of expression. You know, where would we be if it wasn't for the British that showed us how to satirize our leaders? So look, I don't want to just ramble on here all day. What I want to do is get to doing what I said I was going to do, and that's tying these things in. So let me click back over here. Let's see here. Oh, I want y'all to be able to see me. Don't y'all want to be able to see me? And I'm going to show you this little story right here. Oh, but by the way, before I move on, that first story is from Al Jazeera. I just want y'all to know. So, are they, is Al Jazeera partisan? Absolutely, folks. If you think they're not, I don't know. Just juxtapose Al Jazeera and even the Washington compost pile, and you'll see that they are beyond biased. So that first one comes from Al Jazeera. There'll be a link in the description. This second one, I just want you to think about this. Please with me. Don't hate the ogre, and if you do, leave it in the comments. I'm just going to tell you the way it is. Not the way I think it is either. Not this time, folks. The way it is. You give politicians an inch, and they will slide down that slippery slope. Gone. So this is from Chicago Patch. I don't know a lot about Patch.com. This is probably the first time I've ever read anything by them. So all I'm going to do is say they're covering a story that I have seen other places. This happened. Chicago company fires ex-Clinton volunteer for tweet about Navy SEAL's widow. Report. This is by Shannon Antari. I'm not going to try to butcher some of these last names. Chicago, Illinois. A Chicago man was reportedly fired Wednesday after tweeting a disparaging remark about the widow of fallen Illinois Navy SEAL Ryan Owens during President Donald Trump's address to Congress. The widow Carrie Owens received a nearly 2-minute standing ovation after Trump paid tribute to her late husband when the LA Times reporter tweeted about the emotional moment. Chicagoan, and I'm not going to say his name out loud. You can read it here. I wish, this person has the right to their opinions, and they are the moron that put it on Twitter. All I would say is make a troll account, you moron. Then when you can say what you want, and the social justice warriors won't descend like all of Parliament turning, and it's a BS Parliament in the Tower of Babel, turning on Le Pen and voting her down. Bunch of cry, bully, mealy-mouthed, spineless amoebas. Nothing. Slime. They are the primordial ooze reborn in this generation. Oh, let me get back on here. So I really don't want to say his name. This Chicagoan replied, "Sorry, Owen's wife. You're not helping yourself or your husband's memory by standing there and clapping like an idiot. Trump just used you." Hey, do I think Trump used her? If he did, he used all those other people there that night, and no constant viewer. He wasn't using her. This is an important speech that he made. It's the address to Congress. It's a very important speech in our country. He was pointing out a lot of different people, and she happened to be one. She got a 2-minute standing ovation. I heard boos coming from the left. At time, listen, I don't even want to go there. It'll take this video will be 5 hours long, because if you wanted to need to sit here and tell you all the things that I saw there at that particular instant that made me so sick I wanted to just vomit, it would take at least 5 hours. So, is that the only problem that we have right here? No. Do I like that this person, and I'll say it again, and I quote, because I took it off, but I'm going to pop it back up. I took it off because I kind of, I'm not putting this guy's face here or his name because I'm asking any of my constant viewers to go out there and do anything. What I'm asking you to do is to stand up for this person's right to say whatever they want to say, no matter how stupid it is. Let them be a moron, and then that's it. You can see that they're a moron. What more do you need to do? To break their rice bowl? Why do you want to do that to somebody? Why? How would you like that done to you? Believe me, this man, Mr. Dan, he doesn't agree with everything you do either. But hopefully he doesn't want to break your rice bowl and make it so that you can't eat, take away your very livelihood. Sorry, Owen's wife, you're not helping yourself or your husband's memory by standing there and clapping like an idiot. Trump just used you. Please, give him his job back. You want to fire somebody? I was just looking over it again, and for whatever reason, I'm not remembering her name. Yvette, she's got a weird name. The BAM, the by any means necessary lady that forced Milo out with her minions of screaming insane fascists, and then had the nerve to go on Tucker Carlson and call somebody else a fascist beyond the pot calling the kettle black. That I don't even, there's no term for that is strong enough. That is hypocrisy of the highest order. That is an ability to practice doublethink in a way that I can't fathom. Listen, freedom of expression is for that thing that makes you the sickest. Freedom of expression is for those words that hurt you the most. Freedom of speech and expression are for those people that you disagree with. It's not for your stupid freaking echo chamber that goes for you right and for you left. Both of y'all, all of y'all. Yes, right wing. People can burn the flag if they want. Yes, left wing. People can burn the Quran if they want. Stop this insanity. Hashtag free Le Pen? I don't know. That was just something stupid I said. But stand up for Mademoiselle. I'm not going to even try. I just did. I butchered it. Stand up for Miss Le Pen. Write letters if you're over there. Any of my British friends, you're no longer in the EU, so I don't know if it makes a difference. Anyone listening? Doc, you know who I'm saying, Carlos. And then look, you're over there in Portugal. Write letters. Tell them, I may not agree with what you say, but I will defend to the death your right to say it. And please remember what the ogre's telling you right now. Freedom of expression and freedom of speech are to protect the people like Charlie Hebdo. It's so that folks in England can make funny pictures of Harry, Prince Harry, and have him doing all kinds of weird stuff and satirize this person. Our public people must be up for ridicule, and our public people must be able to defend themselves against this kind of attack. So, Miss Le Pen, this silver bullet's for you. And for free peoples all over the world. So remember, constant viewers, be good to your friends, be good to your family members, be good to your loved ones. Be quick to say you're sorry, be even quicker to accept an apology, especially when that thing your friend, your family member, or your loved one has done seems to be so huge you'll never be able to forget about it. Because constant viewers, at a time you think not, your friends, your family members, your loved ones, your life, and your cause, European Union and the Tower of Babel, will depart from you. Hey, listen, since you're here, go ahead and hit the sub button. I like it, don't like it, whatever. That don't really, I'm not into that. It's not a popularity contest, but I would love for you to sub. I'd love for you to come back and see me again tomorrow. And guess what, Sydney Rough Diamond? I be got my eye out for you, bud, bro. I better see down here in the comments. I'm gonna come over there to merry old England, man. You don't want to see a guy that looks like me on your block, do you? I bet they'd have somebody like the Dag Dab. What you got over there? Some kind of committee that kicks people. Well, I should have quit you, baby. Should have quit you a long, long time ago. I should have quit you, mama. Such a long, long time ago. I so cruel. I should listen, mama. Should listen to my second mind. I should have took you, my little darling, and hit to my second mind.